especially as it gets nearer and nearer to SPM. You just feel super stressed out, and if you don't spend time like watching a movie or just doing the things you love once in a while, you will go crazy. Like you will literally go crazy. Hey guys, Victoria here and welcome back to my channel. I think that the question that I get asked the most on here is, do you study every day? And how many hours do you study a day? So I thought today I would just do this video to clear your doubts and also share my thoughts on my mindset for revision. The first question is, how many hours do you study in a day? Honestly, the answer for this question varies greatly between 0 to 5 hours, because on some days I don't do anything at all. Those are my rest days, and then on some days I am very productive, so it can go up to 5 or even 6 hours depending on the free time which I have. Everything comes down to my to-do list for the day. Every day before I start doing anything at all, I will write down a to-do list to like set a target for myself on what I want to finish on that day, and then once I finish everything in that to-do list, then I am free for the day. To me, how many hours you study per day really does not matter, because you could be sitting at your desk for like 5 hours, but the amount of work you do could maybe be only about an hour. Like the amount of time you spend studying does not equal to your productivity. Often our productivity is less than the hours we spend studying. This is because we would take study breaks and sometimes we get distracted by other things. So like even if you say today I want to study for 5 hours, it does not mean that the work you do will sum up to 5 hours. I'll give you an example. For example, there are two students A and B, and both are doing a set of past year questions for AdMaths. Student A took around 2 hours to finish the AdMaths questions, and student B took around 4 hours. So student B has worked for a longer time. He has been doing work for a longer time, but does that mean that he is more productive than student A? No, this is because the amount of work that they have completed is the same, but the time that they took to complete it is different. In my opinion, setting a particular time to revise, like let's say like today I would like to work for 3 hours, that does not increase your productivity, because you know that no matter what, you have to be sitting there and revising for 3 hours. Instead, what I do is I list down everything that I want to do for that day. Let's say today I want to do biology chapter 2 and 50 chemistry questions. So I take my time to do the biology chapter 2 and 50 chemistry questions, and then once I've done both of those things and tick that off my to-do list, that means I'm free for the day. It does not matter whether I used 1 hour or 3 hours to complete both of those things. The whole point is that I have completed those things, and now I'm free to do anything which I like. I like to revise and just get things done based on my to-do list, because it motivates me to be more productive and finish things up faster. I feel like I'm on a race with time when I'm doing like work according to my to-do list, if that makes sense, and it really works for me. So if you used to study by setting a time limit for yourself every day, like today I will work for 2 hours or whatever, then maybe you can try using to-do list instead and see if it makes you to be more productive. Before you start revising for the day, you can maybe list down your homework or the things that you want to do for that day. Just list down 2 or 3 things and complete that list. I suggest that you do not list down more than 3 things, because listing too many things down will make the list seem long, and then maybe you will be intimidated and you won't want to go through that list. So around 2 or 3 things would be sufficient for the day. Now the next question is, do you study every day? And the answer is no, I don't. I like to take weekends off, but then if there's exams in 1 or 2 weeks time, then obviously I would study for weekends also, but otherwise I have weekends off. In preparation for SPM, I used to have a tuition class on Saturday afternoon. So I attend that tuition class, but I don't do my own revision on Saturdays unless I have really a lot of work to do and I couldn't finish it by Friday, then I will bring it forward to Saturday. In that case, I will wake up really early on Saturday to get things done, because I'm a morning person and I like to work in the morning, and just be productive before noon, so I would do that. But otherwise, I would just attend tuition class and that's it. And on Sundays are strictly my off days. Sunday is a family day, so I will just spend time with my family and just unwind, just take a break from the long week. You have to spend some time unwinding during the weekend so that it will charge you up for the long week ahead. Especially as it gets nearer and nearer to SPM, you will just feel super stressed out, and if you don't spend time like watching a movie or just doing the things you love once in a while, you will go crazy. Like you will literally go crazy. Like it is very important to work hard, but it is even more important to take care of your health. So the question is, how can you afford to take Sundays off and just do nothing on Sundays? The answer is to be super productive during the weekdays. I usually use the free time that I have during the weekdays to do whatever I usually need to do on Sundays. I don't know about you, but I'm just the kind of person who cannot work somewhere in between. It's like I am either super productive for that day or I want to do nothing at all. So this is the way I work. I just work super long hours during the weekdays, and then Sundays are my rest days. But of course, this is just my way of doing things. If you like to use the weekends as a way to catch up on things, you can. And if you want to balance the workload between weekdays and weekends, you can do that also. My way is just to do everything on the weekdays and take rest on weekends. No matter which way you do it, I think the most important thing is to remember to take rest and like don't work like a machine, because you're not a machine. We are humans and we need rest during appropriate times, so definitely work hard but also rest. The purpose of this video is not only to answer those two frequently asked questions, but to share my mindset on revision, meaning I always like to work based on to-do lists rather than the amount of hours that you actually sit down at your desk to get things done. That is just my way, and obviously when it comes to revision, there is no right or wrong way. There are many ways to do it. I'm still a student and I'm still in the process of learning also. But I just thought I wanted to share this mindset with you guys and see if doing things my way will help to increase your productivity. Try focusing on getting things done on your to-do list rather than the amount of time you actually spend doing it. I hope that this video has helped to clear your doubts on how many hours you should spend revising and the mindset for revision and all that stuff, and I hope that you guys learned something from this video. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.